It's funny because he was the one who made me want to produce music, and yeah, it was funny because he came to my studio.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now we're gonna mess around with Mesto.
Nice. What's up, everyone? There's a lot of people.
It's a lot.
It's crazy. Thank you for coming as first. Yeah, really cool. Yeah, I think today we're gonna do like a little interview thing, and then I'm gonna explain my track Leyla. I don't know if you guys, who knows my new track Leyla? Okay, that's good. Nice. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do, I think.
It sounds great. So how did it all start for you?
Yeah, so like I started. Right now it's already 4 years ago, or 4.5 years ago, I downloaded FL Studio, the best program, and yeah, like my friends were all making music, and that's how I got into it. Downloaded FL Studio, started messing around, yeah, and my music, which I made like then, was really shitty, and I just watched a lot of YouTube basically. And just tried out new stuff. I tried to copy every artist I like and try to learn from it. And that's how I think I developed my own sound, if you can call it that. Yeah.
And do you still listen to the first stuff that you made?
It's on my old computer right now, and it's funny because I was listening to it 1 month ago or something. I in my old bedroom went to my old computer and started listening to all those shitty ideas, and yeah, but it's funny to listen. Yeah, what I made back then, I can hear what I tried to do at least.
Yeah, I think it's good that you now and then, you know, check out where you started and how it became together for you.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about what kind of education you had in the music industry?
Yeah, so the first 2 years for me of making music was just me in my bedroom, like I said, trying out stuff, and I liked it so much that that I wanted to go to music school where I'm right now, the Herman Brood Academy, which is a really cool school. Yeah, I'm in my last year right now. It's a really cool school. It's for music production and everything that comes with it. Yeah, the business side, but also like the technical stuff. Really cool. And I think I learned a lot there. Like when I wasn't on that school, I just was doing something and I didn't know what. And when I came on the Herman Brood Academy, I learned why you do things, you know, which was really helpful. Yeah. So
do you like advise everybody to try to get an education in the music industry?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, I really wanted to, because I was on, in Holland we call it the middelbare school, and I didn't like it. I was in the 4th grade, and then I just switched to that school because I love to make music, and also I released like 2 tracks with Martin Garrix back then, so I began to have a...
Who's that?
I don't know. Yeah, so I got a few shows, and it was difficult with school as well. And when I went to the Herman Brood Academy, they really support what I do, and if you have a show, you can just go there and you write like an essay thing about it, how it was, what you learned from it. Yeah, so best school ever.
All right, that's cool to know.
Yeah.
You were talking about shows. I know you have a big team. You have management, tour manager, label, of course.
Yeah.
Can you tell us something about your team and what they do for you?
Yeah, so there are quite a lot of people right now. Yeah, of course, it's me who makes the music and plays the shows. But then there's a tour manager, which is one of my best friends. He joins everywhere I go, which is really nice, because alone it's shit, basically. I went to Nepal and China 1 month ago. I went alone for the first time, and it was shit.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all, because it's so cool to share those things with someone else. And now, yeah.
Is it also difficult that he's your best friend? Can you also tell him, well, you're not doing this right for me?
Yeah. Yeah, but that's really nice because we just tell each other what we don't like about how something goes or what could be better. That's really important, yeah. But that's why he's such a good friend, I think. Yeah, so you have a tour manager, which I told you about. He's not here right now, but yeah. Then you have a manager, of course. He's standing over there. He's live streaming.
Everybody wave to the manager.
Yeah, it's Peter. Yeah, he works really hard. That's yeah, a really good thing for a manager. Yeah, and he just arranges all the stuff that's happening and stuff that needs to be taken care of, basically. And yeah, really helpful. Then you have, of course, the label where I'm right now, Spinnin Records. Yeah, I always wanted to bring like release my music out there, and I signed there. I think right now 3 years ago, or 2.5 years ago, something like that. And yeah, it's really cool because Spinnin is like the biggest dance label in the industry, and there you have Jorn, which is the A&R of Spinnin Records, and an A&R is basically someone who gives you feedback on your music when it's not finished and tells you what could be better, or yeah, something like that, which is really nice because when I send a track to him, he gives really good feedback, like things I would have never thought about. Yeah, and sometimes less is more, sometimes you need to, I don't know, yeah, it's funny. And who do we have more? Yeah, you have a publisher. I just signed to a publisher. I haven't signed to a publisher before, so it's quite new for me, but yeah, still experiencing that. Yeah.
So, and a label like Spinnin Records, can you tell us more about how a release comes together for you? How does it work?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm always pretty nervous to send out my music to the label because when I like my track so much, I'm pretty scared that they won't like what I do. But that's the good thing of Jorn. He would never say like, no, don't do this. He would always say like, this is cool, but maybe this could be different, which is really nice.
Do you always agree with Jorn, or?
No, not always. And then I tell him I don't, and then we can have like a discussion about it. But yeah, but most of the things he say really like help, but some things don't.
And then we go back. You start with a track in your studio. By the way, you have an amazing studio.
Yeah.
How does it start? You start with that, and then you immediately have like, okay, this is going to be a good one.
No, I have like, I think right now 2,500 little ideas. I make 5 ideas every day or something, like just little melodies and stuff. And the biggest struggle for me is to finish something. But when I make an idea and I'm really excited about it, I can have like the whole track finished in 1 or 2 days, like finished but playable. Because then I'm just so super focused, hyper focused on that, and I just want to finish it, and I have the whole picture in my head of what I want. So yeah.
And the release planning, is that for a whole year, or is it like every month, or you know, how far do you know in advance when stuff is coming out? So
we're trying to make like a little year planning, but it always is, yeah, you never know when you're gonna release something, but we try to schedule it a little bit. Before it was quite difficult for me because I didn't have that many tracks to release. And yeah, but now I have like 7 or 8 tracks finished for the first time ever. But yeah, so now we can schedule, but before it was difficult for me because when I released one track I didn't have anything and I was stressed about what to do next. But right now I'm, yeah, okay.
Well, okay, I think you're doing very, very well at the moment. Do you also have somebody who works on your social media, and how important is that for you?
Well, I do my social media myself right now. I think it's really important because I like social media. It's a way to connect with everybody, of course. You do have social media managers, but I haven't done that yet. Or sometimes just a tour flyer or something on Facebook. Maybe the management or someone will post it, but like the personal pictures and everything, I just post myself, which is fun.
Yeah, because then you're still in control of your own social media.
Yeah, it's really nice, and it's not that hard or something.
No, it's just pushing a button and making pictures.
Exactly, yeah.
So I see a lot of merchandise from people. I see a Lucas and Steve cap. Can you take it off, please? No, that's a joke. That's a joke. I love those.
It wasn't a joke.
Do you have any merchandise coming up, and how important is that for you?
Yeah, so I got a few questions about it, but we're working on it. Yeah, I say that for 2 years now, but it's coming. Yeah, but it's difficult to actually bring out merchandise. It comes a lot with it, but yeah, I think it will be cool once it's there. I hope soon.
And you're gonna do like the same that everybody does, like caps, shirts and stuff, or?
Yeah, maybe something like that, but I would also like to push it like bigger or something else, like something funny like socks or something.
Mike Williams socks.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe you should boxer shorts. That'd be cool. Nice. All right, so like later on you're gonna explain Leyla.
Yeah.
What can we expect from you in the near future of tracks, releases?
Yeah. So actually, the next month, my new collaboration with Mesto is coming out. It's the second one we did.
Who's that?
Mesto. It's yeah, we did Coming Home together not even a year ago, and now we have the follow-up of it, which I'm really happy about. And yeah, that will be there very soon, and I have one coming up with Felix Jean, together with vocals from John Martin, actually, where I was really happy with. He's for the ones who don't know, he's the singer of the tracks from Swedish House Mafia, from Don't You Worry Child or something. Legendary voice, so I was really happy when I got the vocals. And I have a collaboration with Oliver Heldens coming up. It's funny because he was the one who made me want to produce music, and yeah, it was funny because he came to my studio, which was weird for me because I would have thought he would invite me to that studio, but he just wanted to come to my studio, and we finished the track in 1 day actually. Never played it, but it's coming. We just like mastered it, finished it, so it's arranged for the release. And a few solo tracks.
Yeah, that's the next question, because you're talking about collaborations.
Yeah.
Is there a balance between collaboration and solo tracks?
I think so, yeah, because when you're only releasing collaborations, of course, nobody's gonna know what your sound is at some point. But I have a lot of solo tracks as well. I've one Back and Forth, which is coming soon as well. Yeah, and a few other ideas.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Shall we do some questions from the audience?
Yeah, sure. If there are some...
if somebody has a question, please raise your hand, and I will try to help everybody out with their questions. And if you can stand up, then we can see you. Yeah, great.
Hi, Bella. Great to see you. Do you master your own tracks?
Yeah, most of the time I do. Yeah. Like with mastering, I just put an isotope on it, and then it's mastered. No, yeah, but I think when your mix is good, the master will be good as well, because maybe it's weird, but I start with an isotope when I start making music, before there is a track. So I start with an isotope, there's a preset, and I have an invisible limiter on there just to push it a little bit harder, and that's it basically. But sometimes, like the radio track like Leyla, it's a whole different story, because when your track is played on the radio, I don't know if you guys know that, but the track will be squashed like it will be a sausage, you know. So it will be sounding very different when it's not good mastered. So yeah, for those kind of tracks, I send it to a really good master engineer. Yeah.
And the master engineer, is he also from Spinnin? Or?
You have from Spinnin, but I did that one. Oh yeah, from Spinnin. Yeah, actually, he's called Adi from this one.
Woozy woozy. I have the next question over here. If you can stand up. Oh, you have a laptop on your. Oh, who's it? Who?
You said that you sometimes have some creative phase. So I also had those times when I got a melody.
Yeah.
And I can make a track in 2 days or so. It was done or so. But
yeah.
It's very hard if you don't have the melody or so, because then it's not done in 2 days or so.
Of course, yeah.
What are you going to do, or what are you doing then?
When I don't have a good melody?
Yeah, because or if you're just stuck in your head, yeah. You don't have the melody, so you can get further and further.
You mean just like a writer's block, right?
Yeah,
I got that a lot, and then I just do other things and don't think about making music, or I'll just try 100 ideas and hopefully there will be one good idea, or I scroll back in my old projects. To solve the problem, I don't know what the best thing is. I have the same, but yeah, that's what I try.
But if you have like a writer's block, do you go outside or do something really completely different to get some inspiration?
Sometimes, but of course, I heard some producers, when they have a writer's block, they just lock themselves up in the studio and they don't get out until they have a good idea. Maybe that will help. I don't do it, but yeah, I just go outside or think about other stuff or do some fun stuff with friends, or don't think about music, and eventually when I lie in bed or something, the melody pops up in my head and then I jump over to my computer and make it.
Do you also work on your phone, or is that like something completely different?
Oh no, I work a lot on my phone. If you will hear my voice messages, that will be very embarrassing. But I have a lot of like melodies which I sang, and sometimes when I do that and listen it back 2 days later, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But yeah, of course, yeah.
Great to hear. I got a next question over here.
Yeah.
Hi. What can you tell about doing radio shows?
You have artists who do that. I have one radio show as well. It's called Messin Around Radio. I don't do it really frequently, but I want to do that. I think that's coming this year. It's going to be one each month. And yeah, just play lots of new music. And yeah, just bring it out. People love listening to it, I think. Yeah.
I also think that it's good for your releasing new tracks.
Oh sure, yeah, and
music.
to premiere new tracks and stuff like that. Like the most radio shows I did was when I released a track, or 1 week before, just to hype people up.
That's always good. Shall we do one question and then go straight after to the masterclass?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sorry, I already saw him. If you can stand up for me, then we can see you. Ooh, don't break my neck.
Hi. Could you talk a little bit about the working process with Felixine, the studio session, how you work together on the track?
Yeah, well, I was talking to Felix Jan for a long time. We had a few ideas we made, just sending back and forth. We really wanted to work together. I love his tracks, and he's amazing. And then all of a sudden he had a studio session with John Martin and another guy he works together with. I don't know his name actually. And then they made this vocal idea, and he sent it to me, and I was so happy when he sent it. And then I tried some things with it, sent it to him, and he tried some things. And eventually we had like a proper idea. I went to Germany to do a show, and on that day I went to his studio as well to finish it together. It's not 100% finished, but it's playable. But it's gonna be there soon. It was really cool because he had so much hits. But he's really nice guy. Yeah, it was cool to work with him. Cool.
So do people? Let's go to this side for the masterclass producing.
Yeah.
But do people always connect you, or do you also reach out to other artists?
Do I reach out to? Yeah, a lot. That's how most of the collaborations right now happen. Yeah, when I like someone's tracks, I just stalk them until they want to work with me, basically. That's what you should do.
That's a good choice.
It works. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you a few things of my track Leyla, which I made. And this is the project. It's basically the simplest project I did, I think. It was all about, for me, it was all about the chord progression and just a bit the rhythmic of the drop and stuff. But I was really happy with the vocal, which sounds like Maroon 5, like, but it's not Maroon 5, but it sounds like him though. Yeah, I'll play the track and explain some stuff.
You were only 17, looking out your window screen. Sweetest girl I ever seen, straight out of a project dream. You were on the second floor, I was right across from yours. Two different sides of war, kinda like a West Side Story. Now, Leyla, I am in love with you, Leyla. I'm coming up any day now. So bust up with the wind, come with me, Leyla. Get all your stuff and we'll break out. Baby, I know I can sit down, but I want you anyway.
That's basically a short version of the track. Yeah, I think the most iconic part of the track is the whistle, of course. To be honest, I was really lucky with that because it was already in the vocal. Yeah, I'll play it. So sometimes, yeah, you're just lucky with stuff, and I really loved it. So I got the vocal without any chords or something, just
You were
empty.
only 17, looking at your window screen. Sweetest girl I ever seen, straight up out.
So that was just a vocal without any chords, so I had to make them. I just put like 2 effects on it, the de-esser, just to like the S's in a vocal can be really sharp to your ears, and I wanted to lower them a bit, so that's what this plugin is for, from Waves. Waves has really cool plugins. I'll show a few in a bit, and just some reverb, really simple. And then I started with these chords. I think I tried a few chords, but this is what I came up with, which I like the most. So that was, I made that in Contact. Also really cool plugin. I used the grandeur piano for that, and put it to the soft thing, because otherwise it will sound like this, more hard or something. I really wanted to keep it like cute and sweet. So that's what it started with. Actually, it's basically the only thing that's playing in the first place. And then a few moments later, there are a few elements coming in later.
Story now, Leyla. I am in love with you, Leyla. I'm coming up any day now.
Then I added a bass in silent. I think I got it from someone, or I found it in a pack, like a drum and bass kind of bass. Yeah, cool bass. Then I made some chords in silent. And I got the low frequencies in it with the equalizer. I just made this one from an in a preset. I explained it in a few other masterclasses as well. Just started with the init and put a cutoff on it with a low pass and just some cutoff attacks. and I added some detune with it, otherwise it would sound like this. Yeah, just to give it a bit more detune feeling. And piano is going, just some effects in here. I use this effect a lot because it really pops in, and yeah, you should listen to this. Well, you can really give this moment, like the special moment, like Leyla.
Now, Leyla, I am in love with you, Leyla.
And this one is, I think, the vocoder. Oh no, this is Nexus. I use Nexus, just a preset with the same chords, which are like vocal things. Yeah. And oh, this is a vocoder. I don't know if I switched it on here. I don't think so, no. So that's basically the first part, and then I have some snares from Splice, trap snares. I like them, and a kick comes in here as well. I think this is, yeah, it's a kick I use a lot, but then I just cut the high frequencies from it and a little bit of the mid frequencies. And a riser, which I sidechain to give it like a dreamy effect, which worked for me. Let me check. Yeah, so that's basically the build up. Then I added some of these things, which is also, yeah, it was a loop, I think. Yeah, I like the sound, and used it, chopped it up, and put it in here. And then you have a little fill in here. I chopped it up from a few different samples, I think. Yeah, it was from, I can see here, the WAFB Fill Acoustic 105 Juice. So yeah, I use it in a few tracks, like it feels like that. I like it. And then we are at the drop actually already. So as you can see, the first part was really simple, and it was just a matter of getting the right chords with the vocal. Yeah, and I really like the chords I have, and when you have a good vocal and just chords, that should be enough, I think, and a few cool sounds, of course. Then we are at the drop, of course, with the whistle. I have one high whistle, which was in the vocal. And yeah, it was funny because I use whistles a lot in my other tracks as well, so it fitted quite good, I think. I have a high one and here the low one. Oh, it's not playing. Let me check. Ah, here. And it's playing together with the high one. Sounded cool for me. I sidechained this one actually different than I did before. Usually I use grow speed or kickstart, but I wanted to do this manually with automation clip. I don't know why, because I wanted to draw a different pattern or something. So that was this sound. Wait. Which is a sound, I think I made it myself as well. Let me check. Yeah, I made it from in a preset as well. Yeah, this is which one was it? It was a half pulse, 6 voices, and a bit of white noise at the other one. And I see a question over there. Where's Peter?
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm running.
Yeah, if you guys have questions, just ask. And
I have a short question in between. This is like a real radio track. Do you also make a club version for it? Or no?
Yeah, I'm working on a club version. Yeah, but I'm still struggling with that.
How important is sound design for you? Like when I try sound design, it sounds like shit. But how nice. Important is it for you? Like when you're working on the track with Mike Williams, it's more EDM style.
Yeah.
How important is it? So like you use presets or you more use?
Yeah, I use both, but I think it's fun to make my own sounds, and that's what we do at school as well. Just try to make your own sounds from scratch. I'm not a genius in it or something. I just use like the basic stuff, and sometimes it works. But I love to use presets as well because it's super easy. But yeah, sometimes it's cool to create your own thing, and that's what I did here. But yeah, if it's important, yeah, maybe. It's cool to understand what's going on though, and you learn from it. So yeah, it helps for me though. Yeah, and I automated that one with a cutoff, so you hear like the wop effect. Together with the side chain. Yeah, it worked. Let me check. And then I layered it with some plugs I used in another track as well, and my track Chances, which I explained last year. That was just this plugin, the Harmor plugin. I used that in the other drop as well, but here I just use it as a layer. The preset is it was just a preset once. Let me check. I think it was at the strings section somewhere. There you go, the space plug, and then I just yeah, tweak this. So I use presets as well. And yeah, layered that. Really simple. I don't know, I put like a stereo shaper on it and cut the low frequencies, and then I added some high frequencies after, and just a little bit of reverb with a really short decay, just to give it a bit more room. And the Mesto plug is just not even all low frequencies cut, but added a lot of high frequencies. And I don't know why I sidechained this with Grosby, but it sounded cool. Yeah, let me check. Then I added some snares. This one is yeah, a bamboo snare. A really ugly snare, but it sounded cool. Layered it with another one, just a tonal thing. And yeah. That's probably the best part of the track. Let me check. And then I had some hi-hats as well. Yeah. Don't know what I did with it. I sidechained it. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm just trying stuff, you know, when I make music as well, I'm just doing stuff, and sometimes it's weird, but sometimes it works. Then I have a white noise thing on the first kick, which is longer at this point. Yeah, white noise is actually, for my tracks, really important. When I add this, it sounds so much fuller immediately. And sometimes I layer the leads I do with just white noise as well. Yeah, it just gives a bit more body or something to it. You have the whistle. Just EQ'd it a bit. I didn't even sidechain the flute because it didn't have low frequencies. Often I try to. That's what I do with my sidechaining is I sidechain the bass a lot actually, and then my top leads I sidechain them less because it are the low frequencies that are becoming muddy very quickly. So when you sidechain the high parts just a bit less, it can be cool. And it gives also a bit more a living feeling to your sound as well. And then we have the bass somewhere. Oh yeah, I have a few sine plugs as well from FM8. Actually, I never used this plugin, but I just put the MIDI in there and started scrolling through a few presets as well. Simplest plugs ever, but they work. And yeah, also just a little bit of reverb and sidechain, of course. Bass. I don't know why you... Oh, I automated the bass with a volume automation. This bass in Massive, it was a preset below 2. I think a few of you guys know that one. I distorted it a bit. Without the effects, it sounds like this. I also tweaked a bit on it, but I distorted it with a Fruity Fast distorter. And then cut a little bit of the high frequencies and just little other things as well.
Leyla, I have a question in between for you.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
When you're talking about the structure, how are you structuring it? Are you like starting with the bass and then doing the claps and then this or this and at the end you do the cueing or or like all at once and then the drop and then this and then sometimes I'm like not that structured. I just start with the drop and then go to the beginning and then build it up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, what was really easy actually for me in this track was because I already had the whistle, which was so easy to come up with something. So I think with this one, I started with the chords I just explained in the break, and then I immediately went to the drop because I knew, okay, these chords are okay, I know what I can do with it, and just started with, just the flute and I think the kick. First I wanted to use like a hip-hop kick. I can show you this one. I started with this one. Oh, wait. It's like a hip-hop kick, which I'm happy I didn't use, but I started with that and of course the snare clap things, but the chords are actually a little bit the same as the break chords, so I just chopped them up in a cool rhythm, and yeah, that's basically how it went, but it's always different for me. I think it's for everyone different. I don't know what you do, but yeah.
I think we can talk about the track for ages because you know it's an amazing track. But we have a limited time, unfortunately.
No.
Do you have something in particular from the track that you still want to explain to everybody?
Yeah, maybe one thing. So later on in the track, I do a chord switch, which I think is really important to have your track, to keep your track interesting. I did that at this point. So you have the same chords the whole track until this point.
You are a goddess, I want you to know. Oh, oh, oh. I'll never forget you, I'll never let go. Yeah, I'll be coming to get you.
So those are different chords. Yeah, I think it needed that. Otherwise, it will become a bit lame to listen to at some point. So I switched up these chords. I think I started just putting the bass note in a different... yeah, I did that. That's what I wanted to show you guys.
All right, that's great. I know you have a whistle challenge going on.
Yeah.
I think we have the best crowd for a whistle challenge.
I think so, if you guys are
you guys ready for a whistle challenge or not? Because then you're going to be on YouTube, Instagram, we're going to tag everybody, no worries. So we're going to try to do a whistle challenge with everybody. Can you play the whistle a few times so people know what they're going to whistle?
Can you guys... All right, wait.
And for the people that had a rough night yesterday, don't whistle, it's all right.
Okay, now with everybody. I'll put on the metronome.
Wait.
Hey! That's nice.
All right, you ready to record it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's try to whistle. Like everybody's gonna whistle for Mesto right now.
I'm not
except me, because I cannot whistle. No, it doesn't work. So you record it on your Instagram, Facebook, Live, whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
And
cool.
I'm not gonna play the real whistle, so it's really difficult for you guys.
What do you want from us? Okay. So can you do the intro and then skip the intro and then we'll whistle on?
Sure.
Because then we got the
should
rhythm.
I just put on this and then on?
No, just do the first part and then stop it and then we'll whistle on.
All right. I'll just do this.
Leyla, get on your stuff and we'll break out.
Okay, everybody whistle, come on.
Baby, I know what they say
Whistle.
now, but I want you anyway.
This is amazing. Nice. Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Give it up for yourself. Amazing.